You know, I was asked a great question the other day. Am I worried about when I shut my fire down for the night and head back to the house, if my coal reserves, or any of my coke that I put up here, is going to catch fire, burn the whole shop down? That's a pretty fantastic question, one I'd kind of like to dig into. But the question pointed out how I keep all of my coal reserves right here next to the fire pot in about a 40-gallon drum. And I have all of my coke from a previous fire pushed right here next to it. So if I walk out and leave that, and an ember were to pop out of the fire, and there was a lot of wind moving through the shop or something, would that start the coal ablaze? Let's find out. So the short answer is no, probably not. I mean, you can imagine with how hot this gets in here, if something were to really just pop for some freak reason and jump over to this, I don't know, maybe we could get a bad result. First, we're going to try direct flame. Yep. So that works, but it's already going out. But what we really want to know is if we take some of this in here and throw it on there. Let's check it out. Just to be really sure. Whoops! Oh no! Whatever shall we do? If your answer was stand here and watch it, you're correct. Alright, so I've let about 5 minutes elapse. Come back in to see that my main fire has actually died all the way down to the bottom.
Like, it's just glowing orange way at the bottom down there.
And the pile of burning coals that I heaped onto this fresh coal supply is out. There's no smoke, no ignition. I got nothing. Remember too, there are a lot of fines in this coal pile. Powder and dust, all of which are highly flammable under the right circumstances. And those circumstances include a healthy air supply, which is where your blower comes in. Hand cranked or electric, doesn't matter. If you kill the air supply to your fire, it's gonna go out. I guess if I were to leave the doors open to the shop and the windows open and there was a pretty steady wind through here, and there really won't be, it may help aid in the ignition of a fire that's already running. But something as minimal as this, it's just not gonna happen. I've really only got even minimal heat here, residuals from those coals. Like it's not hot anymore. There was actually a theory about the Titanic, believe this or not, where they believe the gigantic coal hoppers in the Titanic were accidentally lit with stray embers. That coal burned and burned during its transatlantic trip. It weakened the iron hull of the ship, and because of that, the iceberg was better able to penetrate and cause it to sink. I don't think so. I just don't think so. Now, the Titanic wasn't using nut coal for forging. I'm not sure if it were bit coal or sub-bit coal or if they were using anthracite or what. But chances are the coal they were using on that ship were the smallest sizes, the size of my fist, and some of the biggest one the size of my head or larger. Those are big pieces of coal. So those errant embers could have been quite large. But with all things being relative, small embers to small coal, large embers to large coal, I just don't think it happened that way. So I'm going to call busted on that. But the key takeaway here is no matter what you do in your shop or how you do it, always remember to make friends with care and caution and just in case. Those are my two buddies. They keep me safe when things get a little hairy. Always take care and use caution when you're dealing with fire and things that could burn your shop down. And just in case, keep your fuel pulled away from the fire at least several inches on a metal surface non-flammable otherwise. Make sure that when you leave for the night, you've not left paper or wood products near your fire or anything that could ignite haphazardly. It's just good practice. And take double care if you're in a completely wood shop with low ceilings and tight walls. That's a tinderbox. You got to watch out. But as always, we really appreciate you all hanging out with us here at Irons in the Fire and Fox Hunter Forge. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you learned something with me today. And remember, like us, subscribe to us, hit the notification bell so you can see when we're getting up to adventures out here on the property anytime. And we'll see you all in the next go around. Take care.